Hello there, and thanks for joining us. You have some lifestyle questions you want to share with me.
Yes, I do have some life questions. As you know, I always try to blend workout environment with digital environment in life. The first question I am going to ask you is: over the days I've been working with you, and I have noticed that you always work every day. You always work out every day in the morning. Why do you prefer to work out in the morning and not in the evening instead?
I think it stems from culture. Historically, I started working out in the gym, and the gym sessions were in the morning. So when I later on created my own gym, I continue in the morning. So it's a question of culture. But beside that, my work require intensive thinking, and working out in the morning helped me to easily process information during the day. And in the sense of competition, my team member that we compete in major tournament together, they also train in the morning. So working in a group in the morning has finally become a way of life for me.
Contrary to me, I always find it difficult to sustain other activities after workout in the morning. I don't know if it is a different system I have or if it's just that my system is built to be that way.
Yeah, some people biologically, some people can respond to intense workout with fatigue. Yes, and it doesn't guarantee that if they were working by the night or doing evening shift, they will have a deep sleep, because I've done some research on that part, and they say uh, when you work at night, it might affect your sleeping. But I've not experienced that, so I don't know much about it. But coming back to your own personal experience, I think you have to try both evening workout and day workout. Now that you have experienced day workout, maybe you experience also evening shift. But it depends also on the nature of your activities. For me, my activities require intensive thinking, analysis, fast recording. I need to assimilate a lot of information for a presentation, so it requires quite a robust thinking. And I think my workouts help me not to break down or to easily get distracted during the day. As for you, I recommend maybe you try other working session, or maybe since you are still in your debut, uh, your system needs to adapt. That's just what I can say about it.
I think the best thing I would do is to try to adapt to the workout conditions. Over the days I've been working with you, and I have noticed some other people coming into the group and they are also going out. So what can you say about these people who are going out of the group?
Uh, that's kind of, one could call it an embarrassing question to start asking, why are people leaving the group. And but I would have loved to ask another question: why do you stay? Now, it has a lot to do with discipline. It has a lot to do with discipline, and discipline is not something that adults like, especially in an environment like ours, where you can easily switch from one group to the other and nobody really see the challenges that you are facing as an individual. The group has rules and regulation, and every day I also struggle to catch up with the rules, because that's one thing most people don't understand. How I struggle daily, for example, to be on time, to make sure I pay people commitment fee, to make sure I produce reports, to sometimes make sure I call people early in the morning to come for workout. So when I do all those services, I want those people to also be responsive. I want people not to take it for granted. I want people to know that these are extra care I'm undergoing that require their attention. But the interpretation is not always what I expect. People see that as a kind of, I so much need them. I cannot do without them. I am desperate, and maybe I need only their money to survive. So it brought me to a situation where I had to scout at people openly, to tell them that either you choose to be here or not, or to go away. And when you pay in your money, know that you have submitted yourself under my control. If anything happened to you while we are working out, I take full responsibility. The fact that it doesn't happen most often doesn't mean that it won't happen. And until it happens, then you will know actually who is in charge. Now, in our heart, all of us, we want to own the throne. We want to be leader. That's the truth about it. But nobody is stopping anybody from becoming the leader. Nobody is stopping anybody from becoming the leader. Yes. But for what purpose? That's where the big trouble is. I always say 10 years from today, the reason why we are doing the things we are doing today will be more clearer than it is today. So the people who left the group, they have a common denomination: indiscipline. They are inconsistent in paying their commitment fees. They are inconsistent in showing out for workout. And those are my only two conditions for somebody to be beside me. You don't pay your money and stay home. And you don't come regularly without paying your money. So you see? So anybody who have left the group have left for those two reasons. And even those who are there will soon leave for those two reasons. People have hardly left when they were in good terms with me. Yeah, it has hardly happened. Like, either they have paid their money and they have not shown up for a workout, and I tell them that no, this is not a resting environment. Go and rest. The day you feel again agile to come and start your workout, I will readmit you in the group. Or there are some people who just like working out, but they don't have the resource, and I tell them that also, that no, there are so many schools in Boya, but they don't admit children from all background. Here is a selective breed. We want to work with people who can afford 5,000 francs. So that is, from my own perspective, what makes people to either quit. Then there is another third element, personal consent. Yeah. People expect a kind of after service call, calling to check on them during the day, how they are doing, why they didn't show up, when again they will show up. And I told them that my work does not give me chance to be doing that. And even if it was giving me chance, I would like to hire somebody to be doing that particular part. Personally, I don't want to substitute myself to. There are some jobs one can do. Becoming a man taught me that it's not everything that is sweet that is good for the heart. Like, then in terms of psychology, it's not being nice that people really want. People want bad boys. Yes, that's just the truth about this life. People are not so interested about good boys. They want bad boys. And without knowing, they made me one of the bad boys. So it's just a reflex for me to look at so many things and just smile and move away.
Okay, so many of these people who left the group are not disciplined enough and are not consistent enough, as you have earlier said. But I have somehow talked to some of these people who have left the group, and they somehow say you don't consider them, you choose not to be considered. Don't, which takes me to your next question. Do you think you are fit to be in a leadership position? Because according to what they say, leadership doesn't always mean putting yourself first. It simply means putting the people with which you are leading, you need to ask them, talk to them, like see into their worries. So, do you really think you are a leader?
It goes back to the answer the the statement I said before. The society does not compensate goodness. I rather prefer to be a bad boy, not suit to be a leader. The way they define it, I'm okay. I'm okay because I have tried to be good, and I've seen it make me feel desperate. It make me feel death. And so between good and bad, if I was made to choose, I would choose bad and bad again. Because the only way for me to filter and have the best breed is by eliminating the bad seeds. And when I look around the environment where we find ourselves, people like tough things. People like to be tough. That's the truth about it. They would like to have the best muscles, the best shape. These people watch and enjoy these kind of things. But the way to get there is not by being nice. Unfortunately, Boya hosts the mountain race. How many people in the training ground where we train are psychologically prepared not to run the race, but to even choose that day to follow the athlete to the mountain and come back just because they are athlete, just because they train every day. That's one of the reasons why I left my former gym, because the instructor was limiting himself to pampering people, trying to fit into their schedule. And creating the Boya Fitness Group for All, the intention was to leverage a platform that people can live and compete. People can get in shape. And if you were to ask me the evolution, I would tell you in just less than 2 years, we have had people who have won championship. We have had people who have gotten back their shape. We have had people who have gained self-confidence. And that is what, those are the stories that have been written. I had these same people sometimes who would leave, and the day they come back, they say, MC, don't mind this our good. When we go behind, we say that no, but this guy is good. You see, I've had this kind of testimony that openly, yes, they will shout, MC, don't wicked, MC is this, MC. But after a deep reflection, they see that I'm doing it for their own good. How many fitness group pay back people commitment fee? Go around in town. Go in every gym where people pay money and ask whether they have ever refunded any kobo to anybody. But now, I'm not Jesus Christ to expect people to love me. I'm just so okay with the hatred. Because personally, I don't see me human beings as good people, including you and me. If you search deep in me, I don't see you as a good person. I first of all see you like a bad person. Now, if you are good, you start being suspicious to me. And that is the only way to surprise me, being good, genuinely. Because you fake it, I will know. So when I look at my siblings, what I expect first is wickedness. And when you show me wickedness, it's a terrain that I master. In short, I excel in wickedness. So when you show me wickedness, I only tell myself that no problem. Let's roll and see. So I just want to tell you, Leo, then don't forget that people used to call me womanizer. A womanizer in our context means somebody who is trickish, who attracts women, and who is so interested in women. So until I had to prove to some that, yeah, I might easily get women, but my intention is not for sex. They drain me that part and discover that I'm not really for sex. That is where the story about womanizer calmed down a little bit. To tell you that if women are attracted to my personality, it's because it's tough. Yes. It's quite tough and huge. It's not easy to see women of all categories, big women who pack cars, very beautiful, good shape, from all sorts of background. They come with the intention to impress you and just end up being frustrated, because the truth about it is that when you ignore a woman, she feel it deep in her bone marrow. So whether I'm fit to be a leader, those are personal judgment. Personally, I look at my stories that I'm writing, and I always remember that today or tomorrow I might not be. If you can show that courtesy to my own son, or show him the same wickedness. Because the truth about it is that if you show wickedness to my son by giving him money after commitment fee, the truth is that you'll be servicing me. I'll be happy inside my grave. So the treatment I'm giving you, please, if my son knock your office tomorrow to come for work, please give him the same treatment. He is going to graduate as a best person. That is how, when you trace my story 10 years ago, you will see I was the one doing all the odd job in the work environment. Everything you can think of odd. 10 years down the lane, he has made me a better person. And I wish that for every other person who is beside. That takes us to the end of our conversation. Until we meet again, take care of yourself. Ciao, bye bye.